Hey guys, welcome back. It's Tootie. So today I am doing some slow cooker breakfast meals for you guys, and they are so easy. So to get started, I'm going to be making these slow cooker breakfast potatoes. No effort, super soft, super tender, and they're perfect for brunch. You can do them overnight, or you can even use them for a side. So to get started, I have my crock pot here. I went ahead and diced up about 2 or 3 russet potatoes. You can use red. I have a half a small onion that I just went ahead and dumped in. Got a little bit of cooking oil. I would prefer olive oil, but that's all I had. I went ahead and seasoned it with some seasoning salt and some black pepper. Just sprinkle as much as you like. Seasoning salt, maybe a teaspoon. And then I did about a half a teaspoon of regular salt. Went ahead and added some paprika just for some color all over the top. I love paprika for making dishes look pretty. Also, it does have a little bit of a little smoky flavor to it as well. And then stir it all up just to get all the seasonings on all the potatoes. And then I topped it off with a little bit more paprika. And then I went ahead and put the lid on. Like I said, you can do these overnight. If you're going to be up early in the morning and you want them for like a brunch, you can do high on 4 hours or low on 8 hours. And this is the end result. They are so good, so easy. You can use them in breakfast burritos. You can use them basically for your sides for your breakfast. So that is it, you guys. I just served them on a plate here. Just put a little parsley. They are so tender, like I said before. Hope you enjoy these. So for this next one, I have this slow cooker apple cinnamon steel cut oatmeal. This is the recipe I'm using. My grandma gave me this cookbook years ago when my little one was little. So I'm going to show you guys how I do it. So I got 2 cups of steel cut oatmeal that I just went ahead and dumped right in the pot. I am dumping in about 4 cups of water inside on top of that. And then I'm doing about 2 cups of milk. Also, I got about 2 apples. Any apple will work. I think these were like the Gala apples. A little bit of vanilla. This is homemade. I made that in my Instant Pot. And then just a tad bit of salt. Now this recipe did not call for sugar, so I did not add any sugar in at this point. The only thing I did was do some of this ground cinnamon. And it only called for like a half a teaspoon or a teaspoon, but I like extra, so I went ahead and put more than they asked for. And then you just basically stir it all up and get all that cinnamon combined as much as you can. And then this is what it should look like when it's all combined. It smelled so good. Yeah, I've got our oatmeal, cinnamon, milk, and water. It does seem like a lot of liquid, but it's not. So you can go ahead and cover that up. Let it go on high if you're doing a brunch, 4 hours, low, 8 hours, whatever works for you. And this is what it turned out. Now it did look like there was a lot of liquid, but once you start mixing it up and stirring it up, that 2 cups of oatmeal made almost a full 6 quarts of oatmeal. And so afterwards I tasted it and realized, you know what, we didn't put sugar, so I went ahead and put 2/3 cup of sugar into this oatmeal, and it was a perfect amount of sugar needed. So I went ahead and just served it up in a bowl, topped it off with a little cinnamon, and then poured some nice cold milk over top. That's how we like to eat it, just like a warm cereal, and it was so good. So for this next one, I am doing an egg casserole in the slow cooker. Everything is dump and go, super easy. So I went ahead and oiled my slow cooker, and I took a dozen eggs I cracked and whipped up in the slow cooker. I have this luncheon meat. It's basically like Spam, but just the store brand that I'm gonna chop up. But while I'm waiting to do that, I have some black pepper. I'm just seasoning it with black pepper. I have about 1/4 of a cup of onion that I chopped up. And then I did half of that Spam. You can do whatever meat you want. If you had like leftover steak or, lunch meat in the fridge, whatever, ham, you can do anything you want. I just went ahead and did this. I had it in my pantry for a while. I'm like, I need to use it. So I just went ahead and mixed it up, and I topped it with some cheese. Any cheese you want, and however much cheese you want to use is fine. And that's basically it. Super easy. So I'm going to top this with the cheese, and I'm going to cover it with my lid. And then this is it after about 4 hours on high. I went ahead and did this one for 4 hours, and it was a little crispy on the side. That did not affect the middle, and it really didn't affect the taste either. It was really, really good. This is what it looked like when I cut a piece out. And then, like you saw before, I served it with some toast. And then I dressed mine up a little with a little avocado. I have the one that you just squeeze, some tomato, and a little bit of red onion, and it was incredible. Give that one a try, you guys, and let me know what you think. So for my last one, I'm actually doing some slow cooker French toast. I have a dozen eggs here. I'm just gonna crack them all into this bowl and get them all mixed up. I've got some milk that I'm adding in. I've got some cinnamon, like I love cinnamon, so I add a lot of cinnamon, maybe about a teaspoon or two. And then I've got some nutmeg here that I'm just gonna go ahead and add in. You cannot have French toast without nutmeg. It just doesn't taste the same. Then I've got some vanilla that I'm adding in. If you want to add sugar to this, you can. I didn't, because we're gonna add syrup. Just went ahead and mixed this all up. Get it all combined. And then I've got my loaf of French bread. I just went ahead and picked this up at Walmart. I just chopped the whole loaf into just small cubes. And then I went ahead and greased my crock pot with butter. And then I put half of the bread in the bottom of the crock pot. And then I took half of our egg mixture and I just poured it over the top. Just like that. And then if you wanted, you could just put the rest of the bread and pour the egg mixture on top for just like a basic French toast. But I went ahead and took a little extra step and I added some strawberries on top. So I have like about a half a cup of chopped strawberries. I just put all over. And then I had some cream cheese I chopped up, and I went ahead and put it all over just like that. It just gives it like little creamy bites when you eat it. It's so good. And then what I did was do the rest of the bread on top, and then the rest of the egg mixture, and then I repeated the strawberries and cream cheese. So after I did all that, I went ahead and just put my lid on, and you can cook this just like any other recipe on high for 4 hours or low for 8 hours. Ooh, that was a lot of steam coming out of there. And this is what it looks like. The strawberries are really nicely cooked, and the cream cheese is really soft and it's really spreadable. I went ahead and just scooped some out, topped it with some powdered sugar and some more fresh strawberries, and then served it with some syrup, you guys. This was a hit, and I definitely will be making this one again. Let me know what you guys think of these recipes. Comment below if you have any more ideas for me that you want me to make, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.